There is one truth that every sage, every enlightened master, without exception, has repeated through ages. Whoever sought truth outside never found it. Real truth, real peace, can only be discovered within. And remember this: no one is more radiant, more magnetic, more attractive than the one who is fully centered in themselves, and the one who has found peace within, because such a person is never restless. Let me share a story from Buddha's life. And also, at the end of the story, I've shared a few lines from the book Tao Te Ching, and those lines could clearly be understood through this story. Buddha and his disciples often traveled from village to village, spreading wisdom and awareness. But during the heavy monsoon season, they would stay in one place. Traditionally, the villagers felt it was an honor to host monks. They believed helping a monk on his journey to enlightenment was one of the most noble deeds. So Buddha would give permission for his disciples to stay wherever they were invited. But remember, monks followed strict discipline, including celibacy or brahmacharya. One day, something unusual happened. A renowned prostitute from a village approached one of Buddha's monks and said, "If you wish, you can stay in my house during the monsoon. I would be honored to host you." The monk, humble and disciplined, replied, "Thank you, but I must ask my master first. Whatever he decides, I'll follow." So he went to Buddha and explained everything. And in front of all disciples, he asked, "Master, should I stay at her house?" Now everyone expected Buddha to refuse immediately, but instead Buddha smiled gently and said, "Yes, you may stay." The moment those words left Buddha's lips, the entire community of monks was shaken. They whispered among themselves, "How can Buddha allow such a thing? If he can stay at prostitute's house, why can't we stay at women's houses too?" Confusion spread. Doubts arose. Finally, one monk stood up and asked, "Master, why did you allow this? Isn't it dangerous for him to live there?" And Buddha replied calmly, "I know this monk, and that is why I gave him permission. He had already left. Let us speak after the monsoon." As the rains poured for weeks, the monks couldn't stop thinking about it. Some even tried to peek into the prostitute's house, whispering, "Look, he must have fallen into temptation. Listen, I hear the sounds of her ankles. Maybe he's lost already." They judged, they doubted, they believed that he had failed. Finally, the monsoon ended. The monk returned to Buddha, but he wasn't alone. Walking beside him was the prostitute herself. She came forward, folded her hands, and said, "I want to walk this path under your guidance." The disciples were stunned. Buddha gently asked her, "What made you choose this path? And what did you see in this monk?" And she replied with deep sincerity, "I was mesmerized. Even though I surrounded him with everything, from music to dance, from beauty to temptation, he remained untouched. His peace was unshakable. The way he walked, the way he sat, it felt as he had discovered a treasure inside him, something far more precious than anything I could offer. I realized I too want that peace, and with your blessings, I want to follow that path." And here lies the real message of this story. Truth is never outside. It waits inside you. The peace is not in noise, nor in silence. It is in your very being. And the most beautiful person in the world is not the one who seeks approval, but the one who is rooted in themselves, calm, centered, and unshaken. And at the end, I want to leave you with some timeless lines by Lao Tzu from Tao Te Ching. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. And that, my friend, is the fragrance of true spirituality.